I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
...2021 Jeep Wrangler.
Unlimited Rubicon 4xE without launch control.
Full electric only.
Ooh. Lots of crazy sounds.
Have not kicked into the gas yet.
Don't press too hard because you'll kick in the gas.
Horsepower and torque.
A combined 375 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque from a turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder with 2 electric motors. So obviously on that launch, we were not getting those power figures.
Yeah, we were in full electric mode, but if I'm in full electric mode, cruising about 15, I floor it.
Gas engine kicks in, and there's quite a bit of lag. There we go.
But considering this is like the first electrical Jeep, I kind of don't expect too much out of it. I pretty much expect a direct conversion of Pacifica hybrid minivan.
Yeah, so this is a plug-in hybrid. It's not a full electric. So you can plug it in and go about 35 kilometers or 21 miles on pure electricity, which is really nice.
This would be really cool if you were just like cruising at Wasaga, no doors, no roof, fully electric, quiet, so you can hear the music at full blast.
And for those not from Ontario or the GTA, Wasaga just means the beach.
That's like Ontario's Jersey Shore.
Sort of, yeah.
That doesn't exist anymore because it burnt down.
Yes. Well, the fun part burnt down, I guess.
Yeah, the good part of Wasaga is done.
I remember going to the arcades and stuff.
Yeah, well, I was kind of a kid. They had slot cars too.
Yeah.
And if this isn't your first Jeep review that you've watched from us, it's probably time to subscribe to our channel.
It's definitely time.
Because we're going to have the V8 one soon.
Hopefully.
And you're going to watch that anyways.
You're definitely going to watch it when we get it.
So what do we get looks-wise that makes this different than a regular Jeep?
Blue badges, Yuri, and blue tow hooks.
Yo, blue means electric.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeep, ready for Jeep Wave.
Oh, wave. Oh! Yeah, we got this Freedom Top, which is the one-touch one, which is very nice.
Is it called the Freedom Top? It's called...
I honestly forget what it's called. It's the one that you can open...
It's the cloth sunroof, which is the best one.
With the automatic button.
Yeah. So now I'll throw it into eSave to store some battery for when you drive.
Okay, so we have 3 different drive modes. Yuri, what are the other 2?
Hybrid and electric.
This is very self-explanatory, and I feel like Toyota can take a page out of Stellantis's book, because those are the easiest electric drive modes ever.
And then what's this electricity button here we got?
So it's a battery button, which is your max regen. So if you press it, it's like having like a paddle shifter that just gives you max regen, so you don't have to use the brakes as much.
It's pretty much brake regen when if you have it off, there's no brake regen.
Yeah, it's like one pedal driving, but not quite as harsh as one pedal driving.
And since it's electric,
what does it sound like from the outside? And then in the infotainment, if we click on our hybrid electric pages, we can then go to eSave, and then within eSave, we can pick battery save or battery charge.
Very simple electric car stuff, but there's no fun gimmicks like that Ford that had the butterflies and the e-Golf that had the really good brake monitoring thing or whatever.
No, this is just function, which is realistically what a Jeep is.
Yeah, but it does add a lot to the price tag of the Jeep.
Yeah, it does, but we got a little off track. Let's get back to the looks.
Okay, we have the 4xE badge at the very back.
4xE, Yuri.
And, and on the hood, which actually looks kind of cool. Do you like it?
It's kind of cool.
I wonder what they're going to do when it's like a full electric. Is it going to be 4xE?
It'll be E by E.
They're just going to retire this?
I don't know.
And then we've got the trail rated badge in blue as well.
Yes, so it's all electric blue. That's the color code.
Is it actually?
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that the tow hooks, like, that's what you should look for if you're looking for electric Jeeps on the road.
Yeah.
Just look at the tow hooks.
And then our headlights and everything else is pretty much exactly the same as every other Jeep. I feel like these headlights aren't as circle brightness as the other ones we've driven.
Yeah, they still do have the outlines, but they don't seem to be as bright. Maybe it's just in our heads, but...
Okay, and most importantly, is there orange wires under the hood?
Oh, you know it. Next to the charging port, because, yeah, we got a charging port.
Ugh.
Up front, that'll charge in about 2 hours, and it is all waterproof. It's all as capable as a regular Jeep, because this is a Rubicon at the end of the day. And they did not put the battery pack underneath the car. They actually put it behind these seats. So if you lift the seats, which they had to re-engineer, you can actually see the whole battery pack.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting because most people put the battery at the bottom for better handling and all that stuff and lower center of gravity, but they can't do this in the Jeep because you need to be able to crawl over stuff and you really don't want to puncture that.
Yeah, but as a passenger, I don't know how comfortable I feel sitting on a large battery pack.
But like in a normal car, if the battery pack goes on the floor, you're going to get roasted anyways if you don't get out quick.
Yeah, no, I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't really know how batteries on fire works, but I know it's not good.
No.
So these wheels, do they look electric-y to you, or do they just look electric-y to me?
Yeah, I think just to you. I think they just look like pretty decent looking Rubicon wheels.
And what would be the Continental recommended tire for an electric Jeep?
The Terrain Contact AT.
Okay, so I'm gonna end this off with a little bit hybrid full send into Cliche Corner. Okay, in hybrid, you get a lot more kick out of it.
Yeah, you do.
And the handling is pretty wobbly because it's a Rubicon.
It just feels like a Jeep.
And the bump took that very well.
Quite soft.
Transmission did not like that.
What did the transmission do?
I floored it and didn't really do anything.
Okay, so the power cut on the traction control.
I don't know if it's traction control or hybrid plus electric working together.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
But maybe if I had traction off, it would have gone better, but it's pretty much just normal Jeep through Cliche Corner.
Yeah, I did notice some weird stuff with the powertrain, which I'll get to when I drive.
Right now.
Full hybrid launch without traction control. Brake boost. There it is.
68 kilometers an hour. This thing starts pulling hard.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so there's nothing down low, but then all of a sudden it really boosts you.
So on highway driving, it's actually a very rewarding hybrid system.
Yeah, because I find this engine and overall powertrain to be kind of coarse. This is our first experience with this 2-liter 4-cylinder, and the transition between the gas and the battery is kind of like, it's not the smoothest thing ever. So if I floor it right now while driving, and yes, I'm in hybrid mode, I'm gonna floor it and see what happens. There's like a bunch of stuff happening in the middle there. So let's use this oddly feeling powertrain to send into Cliche Corner. And yeah, the steering is so vague. It's still a Jeep.
But Jeeps are fast through Cliche, oddly enough.
They kind of are, and I do have the traction off, so let's see if it does that transmission thing you were complaining about. Oh no, it just understeers.
That's good. That's better than bogging down.
I guess so. But
maybe not for safety, but for wanting to do what you want to do.
It definitely understeers like crazy. And this is a Rubicon, so we do have the big 33-inch tires. Kind of makes sense.
But okay, I remember ripping that other Wrangler. What was it?
It was the long ugly thing with
no,
it was the big one.
That one was good.
It was the
Gladiator.
Yeah,
the Gladiator Mojave was really
That's
sick through
one.
Cliche Corner. But then we also had that blue one. The diesel was also those were faster than I think a lot of pickup trucks.
Yeah, I think I actually liked that diesel powertrain more than I liked this. But I like the idea of this, and when you're not using gas, I really like the electricity of this. So I think my issue is with this 2-liter 4-cylinder.
I think if I had this as my car, I would go full poser mode and like add more electrical stuff to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm having a really good time right now just cruising at 25% throttle, not using any gas.
It would be so cool for a cruiser, and like, I don't know, maybe get like an airbrushed electrical, something, I don't even know. Like, I feel like Jeep needed to put out like a full I'm electric package. You know, in South Park where everyone had like the smug thing written on their Priuses?
Yeah.
Like they need something like that, but that's like more fun, or like
right, like something to do with the Jeep Wave or something.
They should have done better marketing for this.
The electric Wave.
Because this is actually wicked.
It's a cool car, and the electricity is obviously the best part of it, but it's just weird the way it's all implemented.
It's weird that there was no more marketing behind it.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless I missed it.
This video is the marketing for it, I guess.
We're not getting paid. Don't worry, we're not marketing. So put it into electric mode.
Okay, electric.
And are you in all electric right now?
Fully am.
Okay, try to floor it, see how much you accelerate, but without going into gas.
Okay, so it's about 30%. Oh, I gotta back off.
That's good. You're not kicking in.
No, I went to 50%.
You can go a little bit past that line.
Yeah, the brown line. Oh, 75.
Okay, come to a stop.
Okay, that's pretty good. And now it's charging because I have my regen on.
Now let's do a full electric launch. I didn't really go past 30% to see if you can push it like right to the edge.
Okay, and I will let everyone know that we have about 54% battery because it doesn't let you fully regen to 100% while just going.
It can take it.
I just want to see 50%.
More. Keep going. Keep going.
I gotta be very careful. There. I'm like almost. I'm floored without hitting the kickdown, so I'm at like 70%.
This in full electric mode, I think, is as fast as the Polestar 1 in full electric mode.
Yeah, probably.
Which is like maybe even a little faster. I think that's awesome for just like putting around town.
So I'm at 50%, so I was at 54% during that launch. You can't get this to 100 by letting the car regen itself. You have to plug it in to get to 100, because the max that I could get was about 70% doing like downhills and using the e-save and just maximizing the battery charge. So if you want to take this off-road and you do want to use full electricity when you're off-road, then you kind of have to plug it in somewhere locally.
And then click save?
Yeah. It gives you the charge times in here when you shut off the car. This is all I ever wanted from an electric car. I have a big rant about charging stations and electricity in general in an upcoming video. By the way, that was me in electric mode with traction fully off in 4 high part-time and 4 high auto. So
I guess you need the gas motor.
Yeah, it didn't seem like the front wheels were spinning too much.
Which would make sense for electric car.
Not really sure.
And full electric through cliche.
Okay, full electric.
Don't cross over
I'm
into
not going
gas.
to.
Kind of nice.
No, yeah, it's kind of like I'm driving like an electric ATV or something. I like the idea of this.
With this
cool.
with this much power, if it was only full electric, it would be bad, but it wouldn't be the worst. I mean, it would be pretty bad.
It would be very bad because it's definitely not close to enough power for anything.
They should just come out with an electric Jeep.
This kind of feels like a golf cart.
Yes.
This is a golf cart right now.
Because
when you don't fully floor it.
You know when like you when you let off a golf cart, like the engine stops.
Yeah.
It's like that.
This is a golf cart.
Or when you get back on the gas, like. Okay, before the price, we should talk about the interior really quickly. It's pretty much a normal Jeep interior.
Yeah, the seats are the same, still very comfortable, not very bolstered, doesn't really need to be.
This obviously only comes in automatic.
Yes, it's a ZF 8-speed auto. It shifts relatively smooth other than when you're transitioning between electricity and gas.
And have traction on.
Yes. And talking about these gauges, they are pretty cool because we have our power on the right and our charge on the right, and then you can see your range and your gas range and your combined range. So it makes sense. The gauges are very well laid out.
Any car manufacturer who gives you an electric or hybrid car and doesn't give you the precise range is out to lunch.
Yeah, they are failing at something or trying to hide something.
Okay, infotainment wise, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, regular. What's this one called? Not Sync 8. It's
Uconnect.
Uconnect 8?
Yes. I don't know what
8?
number.
I feel like there's an 8 in there.
All right, well, it's Uconnect. It all works the same. We do have a very high-res reverse camera. We also have a front camera, again, high-res.
We can take the doors off. We can take the roof off because it is still a Jeep. We can fold the windshield down, and since it's a Rubicon, we can take the little bumperettes off.
And speaking of since it's a Rubicon, so we do have solid front and rear axles, a full-time 4x4 2-speed transfer case, so we can go to 4 low if we want.
But did you notice that when I was turning the wheel, it does like a lot of weird electrical noises that I wouldn't really expect in a regular Jeep.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely does that.
And lastly, there's one thing that you hated, and that's the rollback combined with the hybrid system.
Yeah, so rollback being when you have it in reverse and drive. When you switch from reverse to drive, there's quite a bit of rollback before it feels like the transmission engages and actually goes forward. So I'm reversing right now. Stop, drive. Put off the brake. That's a lot of roll. I feel like if you were up a steep incline, you were in reverse and had to shimmy your way up and then put in drive, you'd kind of roll back quite a bit.
It's got an e-brake though. Manual e-brake,
Yeah.
That might help.
Yeah. And we can still disconnect our sway bar, which is pretty cool. So maximum articulation.
So is that pretty much everything with the Jeep?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Visor test.
Oh yeah. Forgot
You
about that
forgetting
again.
this. 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Solid.
And the cup holders fit a small cup of whatever you're drinking perfectly fine.
And one last thing, which is the coolest thing, I saved the best for last. You can actually see the charge rate on this with an LED indicator on your dash.
So you can see it from far away and you don't have to walk up to the car and guess.
It's brilliant. It's such a small thing. You don't have to pull out your phone, check your stupid app that half the time doesn't load. You just look at your Jeep from the outside.
So with everything out of the way on this cool electric Jeep, let's get to the price.
This one starts at $59,995.
Canadian.
And this one's optioned out to $74,585.
Okay, this is new tech.
Yep.
So I understand the premium price for it. And the thing is, even rich people, even celebrities, like Jeeps. It's like the one rich people car and normal person car.
I could see this being a really big hit with celebrities trying to be environmentally friendly and
and still have their Jeep vibe.
Yeah.
Because you don't see celebrities driving BRZs.
No, and this is a G-Wagon's a V8 and not very good on gas. This is pretty good on gas, and the fact that you don't have to use gas is even cooler.
And there's no electric Bronco yet.
No.
Or Bronco Sport.
Yeah. I don't think there will be, at least not for the Bronco Sport.
So Jacob, this electrified one, the diesel automatic one we drove, the manual Mojave we drove, or the original Rubicon that we drove at the Gladiator press trip, or the other Rubicon that we drove.
I got an answer. The V8 one that we haven't driven yet. Yeah, because there's a V8 in a Wrangler, and Dude, there's a V8 in a Wrangler.
Yeah, I guess, and the whole world's going electrified. So in like 10 years, this isn't going to be special.
No, and the V8 one is going to be
It's going to be old school, and everyone's going to still have brand new 2027 full electric Jeeps.
And as cool as this is, it is really cool. I still want a V8 right now.
And this isn't going to stay cool.
No, probably not.
They're going to be like, you only have 25 miles of range.
Yeah.
All right, so let us know which Jeep is your favorite Jeep. I guess we both picked the future V8 Jeep that we haven't driven, so great job on that one, Jeep.
This is a cool car, but let us know what you think in the comments.